Ladies and gents, welcome back to the TSR YouTube channel for the Burton Albion Road to Glory. And it's the penultimate episode of Season 2. Episode number 11 is here, and we've got some big games to go. We've got 10 league games, and we've got an FA Cup quarter-final, so there could be more to come yet. Little look at the table first, though. We are 8th place currently. We are tied on 55 points with Preston North End. Coventry, Luton, and Norwich, Ipswich, Forest, and Brentford are above us, and the Norwich we play today. We'll have a little look at the fixtures and try and work out what we've got to do. So we know we've got a minimum of 11 games left to play. So we need to do at least 5 in this game. So I think we'll simulate the Hull City game. We'll play the Norwich game because that's a big game that it's one we'll probably lose, but it'd be nice to try and win it. We will then play the quarter-final against Leeds United. We will then probably simulate the Preston game and play the Luton game. One of those two will play, one of them will sim, which will leave a guaranteed 6-game season finale. If we get drawn against somebody in the FA Cup and we get through against Leeds, we may well play another one tonight, but it's definitely going to be 2 episodes left for this season. There has been a small update to the game, and one thing they have fixed is supposedly the youth faces, and it looks like yeah, maybe they are a little bit better. There was an issue around them looking very feminine before. God, this guy is absolutely... He's 5 foot tall. I know he's only 14. He's 5 foot. He's so small. But yeah, so some of the faces potentially do look a little bit better. So we'll have a couple in our squad. But let's get into the first one. We will simulate this game first up. It is 8th against 15th place. And it feels weird simulating the first game of an episode, but we will do that. And I tell you what, we'll get Van Kooten out and we will just bring in... our new man. In fact, I need to get him onto the bench. There it is, a Doffin gone straight past me. I need to get him actually into the team more often. So we will start bringing them into the squad, but that is the team we will go for this game against Hull. So fingers crossed, the simulation can get us off to a bang. Well, that was an absolute disaster. A 4-1 defeat at home to Hull City. They went 4-0 up before Karuma got one in the 88th minute. Okay, that's an absolute disaster. And that probably puts to bed any hope that we had of a playoff spot, because that has not gone well. So we'll dive into the Norwich game, which is next up, and it makes this game even bigger. It is simply a must-win game after that defeat against Hull City. We simply have to win this one if we're going to have any chance, an outside chance albeit, at making the playoffs, because we are currently 9 points behind Coventry City with, I think, 1 game in hand. So we can't afford to lose this one. It is going to be a tough game, though. Norwich are currently 4th in the table, so that won't be easy. A couple of changes to the time. Doffin is still in the squad. Kieran Gilligan comes in for Elliot Watt, who got suspended in the last game. And Max Crocombe is on international duty, so I'm not too sure why we're actually playing and why we're not on international duty. But Max Crocombe has been called up by New Zealand, so Harry Isted is in goal, and that is going to be the starting lineup for the Brewers for this one. Chance for Norwich City to come forward now. There's number 9 comes forward, good block by a Doffin, loses the ball. Can Isted save? Does save. Jack Armour, can you clear? Does. First big let off for the Brewers. It was a very good save from Harry Isted, but parried it into danger. Norwich really should be 1-0 up, and Doffin did really well at the start, but couldn't quite clear his lines. Webster into Gilligan. We'll look for the run of Mikey Moore, and Mikey Moore should be able to get there and does get there. Cut back inside. Can he find our Conte? Does find our Conte. Conor wiggles through his man. Has a shot, but it goes just wide of the right hand upright. Good effort from the Brewers. Good build-up play again. Kieran Gilligan finding the space, but our Conte couldn't quite wrap his foot around. That remains 0-0. Just 1 minute added on here then as Norwich look to come forward right at the end of this first half. It'd be cruel to concede because it's been a game that really hasn't offered very much. Jack Armour, that's wonderful, but neither side wanted to give a sniff. Again, we're the ones that have got to chase this game. We really have to win this if we're going to stand a chance to catch Coventry City. It's been a game of few chances, and at the break at the Pirelli, it is 0-0. Josh Sargent on the ball now for Norwich. As they come forward, Van Kooten tries to get across. Jack Armour can't get there. Van Kooten's going to have to get back in position there as Norwich come into the Burton Albion box for the first time really this game, as Jack Stacey's now on the ball. Going to try and wiggle us round. Maybe try and win a corner. No, goes inside to Fasnoch. Into Josh Sargent. Good block by Van Kooten. And Doffin does well to clear the ball. Only clears it as far as Gibbs, though. That's really poor from Doffin, but luckily Norwich aren't at the races either. And we clear. Norwich City again. Schwarzer, can Doffin get across? Can't. Isted's there with the save, though. Big save from Harry Isted, who's come in for Max Crocombe, who's away on international duty, as we said earlier. McLean will come across to take the corner. First corner of the game for Norwich City. And get the ball in the box. Kieran Gilligan's not the biggest in the world, but does enough to fend off Josh Sargent. Mikey Moore can find Charlie Webster. Maybe we can look to counter-attack now. Oh, no. He's just going to be straying offside. Will give us a chance to make some substitutions then. Karoma couldn't quite just stay onside there. We'll get Billy Bowden into the game. And let's get Niemann on for Mikey Moore. And we'll switch Mikey Moore and Karoma over. And they'll be the only subs that we'll make for now. Looks to find the run of Karoma and does that. Karoma, who's switched to this left-hand side. Looking to find a bit of joy. Can he switch it back to the back post to Niemann? Oh, just wide. It's a really good effort from Niemann. It was his first touch of the game. And it was a good one. It was the right idea. I don't think we would have wiggled away into the box with powerful head. But again, just wide of the upright. Jack Stacey down the right-hand side now. Everything seems to have gone through that man. Adoffin's there, though. Does clear. He's a big presence in that box. And has done really well since he joined us. Now maybe we can counter-attack as Karoma now can run with the ball and just keep running and keep running. Can he get the ball into the box? Can he find Conte? No, he doesn't, but he does find a corner, though. Jack Stacey does well with the block. Billy Bowden is the man on the corner as he's going to whip this in. Try and find Jack Armour in the middle. Can't. It's going to be another corner. Good late pressure for the Brewers. 10 minutes to go here. We've got the chance to put the ball in again. Can we find Adoffin in the middle? Does find Adoffin. Falls to Guest. Falls to Keto on the edge. Shoots. Good save. Conte, can you get there? Does get there. Falls to Josh Karoma. Saved again. Oh, it just won't go in for us. Brilliant, brilliant pressure from the Brewers at the end. But the Norwich keeper just keeps us out. Keeps the score at 0-0. Just 2 minutes added on at the end then. In a game where we have arguably been the better side. We've had the better of the chances in this second half, but just couldn't take them, unfortunately. It's not a bad point against a side like Norwich. Had we not been defeated against Hull, I'd have absolutely taken that because the performance was good. We just couldn't find that crucial goal to keep the playoff dream alive. And again, we're going to need a miracle to get to the playoffs here. It's Burton 0, Norwich 0. It's one place from Wembley. It is a chance at an FA Cup quarter-final. We are making history at this club. And we're hoping it's going to continue. A chance to keep our season alive with the look of the playoffs in the bin. But we've got one chance to be in an FA Cup semi-final and walk out at Wembley Stadium. We are, for the first time, going to have a look at the full match intro, because I'm assuming there is going to be a lineup graphic potentially for the FA Cup where we can see the squad, where the players are going to make their way out of a tunnel. And this is by far the biggest game in the career mode so far. We didn't expect to get here. The run has been fairly kind to us, of course, along the way. Leeds, of course, in the Premier League now in this save. They are 15th in the season and looking at staying up. There has been the path to the final so far. You can see on the right-hand side, Fleetwood Town actually knocked out Man City in the last round. They've got Chelsea in this quarter-final. Arsenal, Bournemouth are one of the other ones that will be played. But we are hoping for a miracle. Everything is going to need to be right. We are going to need to be perfect. And we are going to need to pull off something quite special if we're going to beat Leeds United today. There was a little look at the Leeds side. Carl Darlow in goal. Go for a 4-2-3-1. And a look at the bench for them again. The side stacked with quality at the Championship and at the Premier League level, and plenty of quality on the bench as well. Probably too good for us. And again, we're going to need a magical FA Cup mode. Of course, the last two have gone both to penalties. I'd take a penalty shootout. I won't lie to you. At this stage, I would take a penalty shootout as the players shake hands and we get ready for what is sure to be a classic at Ellen Road. And there is a look at the Burton Albion lineup with a 4-2-3-1 as well. And of course, Elliot Watt coming back into the game after suspension. Mikey Moore through to Conte. Early doors. Conte does stay onside this time. We'll look to Turner's man. Try and find Charlie Webster. It's a great run from Charlie Webster. Can he get a shot on goal? Does. Saved. Oh, it's a brilliant opportunity. What a start to the game that would have been. The angle did just kind of close on him. It was always in the keeper's favour. We just couldn't quite get the second. But we've had our first chance 3 minutes into this game. Chance for Leeds to put the ball into the box. But Van Kooten is there. And again, if we're going to be successful today, Van Kooten and Adoffin as our centre-half partnership are going to be absolutely crucial to us. Mikey Moore now, though. Shows good legs here. Just going to try and cut back inside. Christensen gets across well. Puts the ball out of play. Chance for Burton Albion thrown, though, into Leeds territory as Jack Armour makes a very good run. And we'll try and skip down this left-hand side. Put the ball into the box. Can he find Conte? No, we can't. But the ball nearly comes across to Ben Whitfield. Chance for Leeds to come forward now. Playing some very, very quick and pleasing football as Jack Harrison's on the ball now. And Van Kooten to get across. Lovely ball. Oh, that is sensational. Tip your hat, fair play. He's done us with the skill move. Van Kooten, pull your pants back up, pal. Jack Harrison gives Leeds an unsurprising lead after an opening 15 minutes where we were very much in the game. But I think from the moment we go 1-0 down, this is going to be a bit of a stretch. It's a wonderful finish. I can't have any complaints. It's 1-0 Leeds. Nothing in that final third, but Ben Whitfield gets a bit lucky here. Can try and charge into the box now. Ben Whitfield, go alone. Can he find Conte? Does find Conte. Conte's going to shoot. Good save by Darlow in the Leeds United goal. It's a huge chance for the Brewers. The referee goes back for an earlier foul on a Groove and a yellow card comes out. We've got a corner here and a chance to maybe get back level. Mikey Moore is on it. Can we find one of the big lads? Our Conte at the back post rises, but it's just over. But promising signs here. We're not out of this yet. Second half underway then in a game that, again, we've well and truly been in, but a moment of class from Jack Harrison means that Leeds do start the second half on the front foot. But again, we are in this game. We've just got to believe that if we get one chance, that we could take that one chance. As Guest comes forward now, cuts back inside. Waits for the run of Ben Whitford. I bet Whitfield's in on goal here. Can he get first? Can he get second? Can he get third? Oh, it's a massive block. Oh, it's a huge chance at the start of this second half. Surely we're knocking on the door here. Corner this time. Ben Whitfield's going to put this ball into the box. Can a Doffin get there? Does, just over the top of the bar. It's another chance gone begging for the Burton Albion number 3. We're all over Leeds United here. Guest, keep running, my boy. Keep running. Cuts back inside. Can he find Conte? One more. This time to Jack Armour. Good save, Darlow again. This is turning into an absolute robbery at Ellen Road. Tries to play into Danilo Warsi. Danilo Warsi, what are you doing? Oh, I honestly don't quite know how we've lost this game of football. We should be at least taking this to extra time, but we are out of the FA Cup. We go out of the quarter-final stage. Leeds are off to Wembley. And I'm absolutely gutted because I genuinely think that's one of the best performances we've put in this season. A bit of class from Jack Harrison early on, but we were sensational. Everyone, every single player in the Burton Albion shirt was sensational in that game, and I'm absolutely gutted that the cup run has come to an end. Don't get me wrong, we wouldn't have won it, but it would have been so nice to go to Wembley in Season 2 with Burton Albion. But unfortunately, it is finished at Ellen Road. It is 1-0 Leeds. All right, a little sit rep before this crucial game against Preston. They're 7th, we're 8th. Let's have a little look at the table and just see what the situation is. So we've played 38. And we're on at 56 points with 1 point behind Preston, so we could leapfrog them with a win here to go to 59. And we do have a game in hand over Coventry, so if we win the game, this might be the game in hand. So this could take us within 6 points of Coventry with 7 games. So it's not over yet. It's definitely still on. We've got to play Luton after this as well. So there's some big games coming up, but we've got to do the job against Preston first. Welcome to Preston then for what is a must-win game. We want to keep our playoff dream alive. It's hanging on by a thread, but it's hanging on, and that is the main thing. But we've simply got to win this game, and if we don't, I think that will be curtains for our season. We will, of course, still, try and finish in the high position as possible. We're on for our highest ever finish as a football club. Of course, only having 2 seasons in the Championship previously in our history, so that's something to play for, even if the playoffs are out of reach after this game. Can he find our Conte this time? Does find our Conte this time. Our Conte does well to beat his man. Left foot shoots. Oh, just wide. It would have been a sensational finish from a sensational player. That first touch where he just sent the player, just couldn't quite get enough round the left-hand side, just goes wide of the post. It's still 0-0. Charlie Webster again, just in a little pocket of space. We'll look for that run of Arconte again. Finds Arconte. Conte can't quite get the shot off. The amount of times Webster and Arconte just link up, I mean, that's 3 times already in this game, albeit one of them was offside, but you've got to hope that one of them will just stick and we'll be able to put the ball in the back of the net. But Preston coming forward now. Can Guest get there? Can't get there. This is dangerous. Keedle can't get across. Doffin's going to have to try and get across. Does he get across? Gets the block in. Sensational. He has been so good for us since he's come into this team. It's Webster again. Cut back inside. Try and find our Conte. Can't. Webster again. This time we'll look for the run of Mikey Moore. We'll go back to Webster to Arconte. Arconte can turn. Arconte can shoot. And Arconte wins. That's the corner. Woodman with a big right hand to deny us yet again. As we look on from the sidelines, it's going to be a corner now from Elliot Watt. Can we do anything there? Van Kooten rises highest. It's going to be a goal kick. A brilliant chance. Again, goes squandering. We're knocking on the door. So for Preston to come forward. The Dolphins trying to get across. Can he stop the ball coming into the box late in this first half? Good tackle from Elliot Watt. Sensational tackle. That should probably do us for this half, I'd imagine. Unless we can create something here as Arconte now. Look for the run of Karorma. Finds the run of Karorma. Karorma can now just stretch his legs. Has he got the pace to go inside the box? Has got the pace. Can he go alone? Can he shoot? Oh, what a save, Freddie Woodman. How have you saved that? I don't know how we are not leading this game. We've got a corner right at the end of the half. Mikey Moore's going to put the ball into the box. Trying to find Jack Armour. Can't. Finds Charlie Webster on the edge, but Preston will clear. Take a breath, lads. I'm not quite sure how it's 0-0 at the break, but it is. We've got to win this one. Surely we've got to win this one. Early in the second half, Karorma coming forward with the ball, as he did at the end of the first half. And Just try and skip into the box now. Tries to find Charlie Webster. Charlie Webster shifts his way across. Can he win the ball back? Does win the ball back. Keedle. Across to Mikey Moore. We'll go back to Keedle. Doesn't score many. Shoots. Oh, Freddie Woodman. Someone drug test that man because he is an absolute cheat code, it would seem. Going to be another corner for the Brewers. Mikey Moore, again, going to put the ball into the box. Can he find a Doffin? Can't find a Doffin. Preston clear. Conte into Webster. Charlie Webster. He's sure on goal. Surely this time for Burton Albion. Goal! Maybe the one that Freddie Woodman should have saved. He squandered, and Charlie Webster, I thought the last touch had done him. I won't lie to you. I thought it was done, and I was about to lose my mind. We send it large. The subs are off the bench. It looked like the opportunity was dead. Here, I thought it too much. Does he get a bit of a ricket? No, he doesn't. Oh, Freddie Woodman, that's the one you should save. He's been brilliant in this game. We finally get the breakthrough. It's Preston 0, Burton 1. Chance for Preston. Chances have been slim to come from. We can manage to clear, but only as far as Port from Jack Armour. Can a Doffin win? Can't. Van Kooten, can you get a block in? Does it well enough, I think. Guess, can you get the block in? Bodies on the line. Time Brewers. Bodies on the line. Oh, no. No. Oh. Just had to be. We couldn't clear our lines. And in a game that we've dominated for 77 minutes, we're back on level terms. It's 1-1. We just couldn't get the ball out. Riss makes no mistakes. Crocombe tried to make himself big, but doesn't, and it's 1-1. Doffin, can you clear? Does. Bowden, last chance for the Brewers. Can he find Arconte? He does find Arconte. Arconte, make yourself a hero. No, the touch is awful. He should have taken the foul, and we just ran away from the man, and it just broke down. Oh, I think it's going to be another one of those games where we've had so many of these. We've dominated again. Arguably should have beaten Norwich, should have beaten Leeds, and we should have beaten Preston North End. It just about sums up our season. It's not a bad point on the face of it, but when you look at the league table, that's probably the playoff dream over. Preston 1, Burton 1. As we said, we will simulate this last game against Luton, and we will then look at the table. But unfortunately, I think our race may well be run. So we'll just make the one change, and that'll be the team for this game. I'm not expecting to win this one. I'm expecting a comfortable Luton victory, if I'm being completely honest with you. Comfortable it wasn't, but a victory for Luton it was. They took the lead on the 20th minute through Morris before Keedle got one back on the 29th minute. They went 3-1 up with Doherty and Alabejo before Karuma got one late on, and that will probably be all she wrote. And it will mean that we don't get the season finale. Maybe we deserve this season, but we will have a quick look at the table just ahead of the final episode, which will be coming up in the next couple of days. But yeah, we are down in 11th. We're on 57 points, and yeah, we're 9 points off Coventry now with 6 games left. It's not done mathematically, but we would need a miracle to see this over the line as Brentford still lead the way. Let's have a quick look at the calendar. What will be the last episode of the season? It's going to be at Bristol City, then it's Watford, Sunderland, Coventry, Birmingham, and Ipswich. That will finish off. And then, of course, the attention will turn to the January transfer window, and we probably will need a bit of an overhaul. Obviously, we don't know what the budget will be. We don't know what we're working with, but it is time to probably just inject a bit more class and let go some of those players that we brought through with us that we've grown to love in our time. As always, please do subscribe to the channel. Help us hit 500 before the end of the year. Get yourself down to the Twitch and the Discord, and the links are down below, and I'll see you very soon for the season finale.